Hey everybody, welcome to John's Guitar Lounge. I'm Johnny Stewart, and today I'm going to show you 3 ways to play blues in the key of A. So to play the standard 12-bar blues in the key of A, we're going to use 3 chords. We're going to use the A chord, and then the D chord, that's our 4 chord, and then the E chord is going to be our 5 chord. Now in my last couple of videos about playing blues in the key of E, I showed you one type of blues progression that's commonly used for 12-bar blues. Today I'm going to show you a chord progression that's a little bit different, but it's still commonly used in 12-bar blues. Now when you're playing blues, you want to think in triplets. And what that means is you want to think in ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. That's one measure. You still have 4 beats in a regular 4/4 measure, but you're going to be thinking in triplets, and that's going to make 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. So what that means is if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. For blues, you want to be subdividing each of those 1, 2, 3, and 4 into 3 beats of their own. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So if that doesn't make sense, don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you how all this comes together right now. Measure 1, we're on the A. Measure 2, we're on the D. Measure 3, back to the A. Measure 4, stay on the A. Measure 5, to the D. 6, to the D. Measure 7, to the A. 8, stay on the A. Now 9, move to the E. And 10 to the D. And 11 to the A. And now for the turnaround for 12, back to the E. Back to 1. So all those chords are chords that I've shown in other videos, and I'm going to link those below. I've also got links in this video to all of the gear that I'm using. So I've got my beautiful Epiphone Dove guitar here that I love to play and that I use in a lot of my videos. It's very affordable. I've got links to my microphone that I use and to strings that I use and all sorts of stuff. So you can get that gear for yourself right at those links below. Now the second way I want to show you how to play blues in the key of A is going to be using 7th chords, dominant 7 chords, also known as flat 7 chords. I'm going to show you right now how to play them. For an A7 chord, all you've got to do is lift up that middle finger, and I'm not giving you the bird on purpose. I'm just showing you. See, there's the flat 7. That's the A, and that is the G, and you want to have that G ring out. That's the flat 7. Then for a D, normally you would make a D like this, right? But for a D7 chord, we're going to have to change our fingering around a little bit. So your ring finger is going to be on your E string, your high E string on your 2nd fret. Your index finger now is going to be on your B string on your 1st fret. And your middle finger is going to be on your G string on your 2nd fret. And you'll still play the open D string, your 4th string. So that's going to sound like this. So instead of this, it's going to sound like this. Hear how bluesy that is? And then for the E, the 5 chord, all you do is you pick up your ring finger, you just take your ring finger off that D string where it is, and just play the D string open, because the D is the flat 7 for an E chord. So once again, the A, for the A7, you just pick up your middle finger. The D, for the D7, you're going to change that shape like I showed you a minute ago. Then for the E, you're just going to pick up that ring finger. So really all you've got to learn for this is one new chord shape, and that's the D7. So let's hear how this all works together now and sounds. So we start on the A7. Then measure 2 is the D7, and that's the new chord. Then back to the A7. 4. Then 5, we're back to the D7. 6, we're back to the D7. 7, we're back to the A7. Then 8, we're on the A7. Then 9, we're going to go to the E7. Then 10 to the D7. Then A, 11 to the A7, then For 12, to the E7. And then for 1, we go back to the A7 again. So now you can play blues in the key of A two different ways, but I'm going to show you a third way. And in this third way, I'm going to show you how you can use those seventh chords in certain places to be able to really move this song along and really get the groove going on a nice 12-bar blues. Now I will tell you when we're going to be using the regular chord and when we're going to be using the seventh chord. So I'll say, for example, A when it's the regular A, or I'll say A7 when we're doing the A7 or A flat 7. So we're going to start on the A, the regular A for measure 1. So measure 1 is A. Measure 2 is D, the regular D. Measure 3 is back to A, the regular A. Now for measure 4, here, we're going to do the A7. Then for 5, the regular D. Then for 6, the D7 chord. Then for measure 7, back to the regular A. And stay on the regular A right here for measure 8. Then for 9, we're going to do a regular E chord. Then for 10, we're going to do the D7 chord. Hear that? Then back to the regular A for 11. And then for 12, we're going to do the E7 chord. Now let's do that all again. 1 is on a regular A. Then 2 is the regular D. Then 3 is the regular A. Then for 4, you're going to lift up that middle finger for the A7 chord. Then for 5 is a regular D chord. Then 6 is a D7 chord. Then 7 is a regular A chord. And 8 is a regular A chord. Then 9 is the regular E chord. Then 10 is the D7 chord. Then 11 is the regular A chord. And then 12 is an E7 chord. So lift up that ring finger. Then back to 1 again. Now if you go back and you hear how it sounded when we were playing just all the regular chords or all the flat 7 chords, you're going to see that either way, playing just those chords alone throughout the whole verse can get a little stale. But when you mix in those seventh chords with the regular chords, it can really add a nice variation and a nice flavor, a nice bluesy feel. Next time I'm going to show you an even cooler way to play blues in the key of A, so subscribe to my channel so you don't miss that. Like this video if you enjoyed it, because that really helps tell YouTube to push it out to more people so that they can learn from it too. Comment below and tell me what else you want to see, because I love making videos for people by request. So once again, I'm Johnny Stewart, and I will see you next time right here in John's Guitar Lounge. Take care, everybody.